Hi, my name is Stefan Erdmann. Let's talk about how to get more comfortable on camera. And the three biggest reasons why people usually are not comfortable on camera or basically hate being on camera are the following. Number one, they don't want to be seen. Number two, they don't want to be heard. And number three, they're talking to a camera. And that's just genuinely freaky for most people. I explain what that means and how to remedy that more towards the end of the video, but let's go over the first two ones first. The first reason why people freak out around videos because they don't really want to be seen. They don't want to be looked at by people. And the second they switch on the camera, it's just like, oh my God, they just get very self-conscious. And why is that? Well, because we don't want to be judged, right? Especially by people that we can't see for some reason. It's a bit like a one-way mirror. Why are we so afraid of being judged? Yes, because we judge ourselves, right? We're going deep now. So what's the remedy here really in the long term? The remedy, of course, in the long term is to accept ourselves, to love ourselves and all of that. Now, I strongly recommend doing this, working on this long term. But I want to also give you something that is fail-safe that you can start achieving in the short term. See, when I went to drama school, there was something I learned that changed my life forever. It was one of the first lessons you learn as an actor. Because when I went to drama school, I was incredibly self-conscious. All I could think about was the people watching me, and I was doing everything I did basically for their benefit. Great actors don't look self-conscious, because they learn the first rule of great acting. And that is to always have a strong objective and always try to achieve it. And by objective, I mean have a strong goal as the character in the scene that you're playing. That distracts you so much from being self-conscious, you basically become completely engrossed in what you're trying to achieve. Now, how do you apply this to you and YouTube making videos? Yes, you need to realize your goal with your video and keep that at the forefront of your mind so that you can distract yourself completely from how you look or whatever it is. The bigger your goal and the clearer your goal and the more you focus on it, the goal that you're trying to achieve with the video, the goal that you're trying to achieve right now when you're speaking to the camera, when you're speaking to your viewer, more correctly, that's what you need to focus on. And when you fully focus on that, I promise you, you will forget about how you look. Imagine this as an example. Somebody you care about deeply, might be a family member, might be a friend, might be your lover, who knows, has cancer, heaven forbid. You need to do a fundraiser video. Are you going to be self-conscious or are you just going to do it? Are you going to worry about how you look or are you just going to try to get your point across? You're going to make it happen, right? The stronger your objective, the stronger your goal, and the more clearly you can focus on that, and the more you can focus on achieving it, the less you'll be focused on how you look or how people will see you or all of that stuff. Let's come to the second big reason why people freak out on video. They hate their voices, right? They hate their voices. They don't want to be heard, in other words. And the remedy is the same thing. Focus on the goal, focus on the objective, get excited about the objective, and you forget about how you sound because you're so busy trying to make people do stuff. Now, there is another thing that you can do. In order to feel better about speaking, in order to feel better about your voice, what you want to do is practice your consonants. If you can practice your consonants regularly, speaking your consonants clearly, it helps you to feel in control of when you're speaking. It helps you to communicate more clearly. It helps other people to understand you more clearly. And it also helps you to think more clearly. I know this sounds weird, but over the years I've realized the more I practice my consonants and the more clearly I say them, the more clearly I also think. And the more eloquent and clear I sound when I speak to people. I have something here that I'm going to tell you at the end of the video where you can download this, okay? This is a page full of practice paragraphs for your consonants. Now, the first paragraph here is for exercises for the tongue. The next one is for the back of the tongue. The next one is for the lips, and then consonant exercises, and then some tongue twisters to really test yourself. What you really want to do is you want to start doing this whispering, because that gives you even better practice, and then you do it once with voice, yeah? But if you do this once a day, let's say in the morning, once through, it wakes up your voice, it makes you start to pronounce words properly, it makes you want to communicate, and it gives you that excitement about talking in general, because everything all of a sudden makes sense. But also, if you're a second language speaker of English, you have another issue, because you grew up making different sounds. And certain sounds that you have to make in English, they're not even in your mouth the way you grew up, so they take time to practice. So it's really good to do a bit of daily practice of your consonants. And this is the easiest, quickest way I can recommend you do. And at the end of the video, I give you a link where you can download this completely free with all my original notes in it. And this is basically something that I got still from my drama school days. It looks simple, but it's going to be incredibly helpful. So wait till the end of the video, I'll give you the download link. Before I give you the download, I want to go to the third point. And I said, you are freaking out with a camera because you're talking to the camera. What do I mean by that? Well, from now on, I don't want you to talk to the camera anymore. I want you to talk to the person that you are imagining in the place of the camera. And who is that person? Well, I want you to be very specific. I want you to think of a person that makes you feel exactly how you want to feel when you talk to the camera, to the person. So that you come across exactly how you want to come across to your ideal audience. In other words, you want to pick a person and substitute them where the camera is, a person that makes you feel how you ideally want to relate to your ideal audience. Let me try this out for now, and I've already started thinking about a person when I said I'm going to think about a person, okay? And I have a friend who always makes me smile. He's a bit annoying. We tease each other all the time. I love him, but you know, we tease each other a lot. And so he makes me smile, okay? So when I think of him already, I'm already starting to change, right? You can see I have a smile on my face and I'm talking to the camera with a smile on my face because I imagine that the camera lens is one of his eyes. You want to think about who makes you feel the way you want to feel on camera. Never talk to the camera. Always talk to a person that you basically replace for the camera. Experiment with this, try this out, try to play with this, and then watch yourself back, focusing on different kind of people in your mind when you speak to the camera. And then think about what's the ideal way for you to come across, and then keep practicing with that person in mind. For now, go get this, download this on my website, it's completely free, and let me know what you think. Leave me your stories, your questions here below the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell as well, so that you can be a part of this channel. I'll see you next time. Speak to you soon.